Hey everybody, Kevin Molm here in the Office of Youth and Adult Ministry. 2-Minute Tuesday, November 19th. Well, I'm back in Helena after a week in Long Beach for NCYC. What a fantastic week it was. I really enjoyed all the talks and sessions, and some of the highlights for me personally, though, I was just seeing old friends and colleagues. You know, I regularly have Zoom calls and meetings with these people from around the country, so just getting in the same room together and breaking bread is really a joy. Now, the event itself isn't great. It of course, is focused on the young people for sure. I just enjoy those conversations with others. The event started really on Thursday night when we saw Ryan Ramirez as one of the co-hosts for the event. Many of you will remember him as Bro Rye from when he was our keynote at CYC convention a few years ago. So it was great to see him. We started with a beautiful prayer experience on Thursday, complete with a lot of various Catholic cultural expressions like a drum and jingle dance that many of our kids have experienced at Justice Outreach Project. Friday morning was high energy with a fantastic performance from Joe Melendrez. Dr. Ansel Augustine gave a hard-hitting keynote that really challenged the kids just to remain faithful and joyful even when you're going through a desert. Then, of course, the day was full of breakout sessions and other activities. I think Bishop Espaillat's breakout was probably the most popular. I really appreciated the adult session about maintaining energy and enthusiasm and avoiding burnout in ministry by Matt Reichert with OCP. Then Friday night, we participated in a truly just remarkable and beautiful Living Stations of the Cross prayer experience. It was just so cool and complete with all kinds of different cultural expressions, including chant, singing, and we had a great mariachi band that led us in a beautiful refrain and reflection between each station. And two of our kids were lucky enough to actually participate in the procession, and it was just a real highlight for them. Saturday morning, we started out the best way you possibly could with Mass, but even better, we joined our friends at the Diocese of Great Falls Billings to celebrate with Bishop Jeff Fleming, who was there. I haven't seen Bishop Jeff in a while, so it was really great just to reconnect with him. Then we had a great keynote from someone with connections to our diocese. His name is Iris Padalot. He lives in the Pacific Northwest, and he knows some of our Catholic school administrators in our diocese, so it was cool just to make those connections. He had a great lesson about Care Bears that was so funny and yet inspiring. Then on Saturday night before the closing session, we broke bread with our friends from Great Falls Billings. It was super fun to be with everyone. And then, of course, we closed out Saturday night with just a powerful closing Mass, which was celebrated with 4 archbishops and at least another 10 bishops, plus dozens of priests. It was great to see Bishop Fleming there alongside our old friend, Archbishop George Leo Thomas. We're up there together. It was so great to see them all. I got home on Sunday afternoon, tired and inspired, and I'm already looking forward to next year, so mark your calendar now, November 22nd to the 25th, when we will be back in Indianapolis. Okay, in other news, we had a lot more coming up. I head up to Browning tomorrow to be with our JOP friends as we celebrate 15 years of this incredible ministry, and as we're kind of planning and looking forward to the future. By the way, mark your calendar for next summer. Justice Outreach Project will be in Browning the last full week of June, the 22nd through the 27th. And for the record, that will coincide with the first week of high school camp at Legendary Lodge. So if you want to do both Legendary Lodge and JOP this year, plan on going to that high school camp too. Speaking of Legendary Lodge, the camp dates, they've been announced, and the registration for camps will open on January 3rd for those who live in the Diocese of Helena, and then a few days later on January 8th, it'll open for anyone outside of the diocese. I recommend that you get registered as soon as you can. Don't wait, because we have found over the last couple of years that registrations are filling up quickly, like in a day. So make sure to get registered as soon as you can. The information registration is at legendarylodge.org. It's a big week in Montana as the Cat Grizz game is this weekend, and Bishop Fetter will be there. We invite students, alumni, and any fans to celebrate Mass with Bishop at Resurrection Parish this Friday, November 22nd at 5 p.m., followed by a dinner and a social. Then Bishop will be hanging out at Resurrection at the parking lot on Saturday morning from about 9 to 11 a.m., just visiting with people and hanging out before heading into the game. So stop by and say hello if you're in Bozeman. And if you're looking for parking, the Resurrection Parish rents out parking spaces in their lot as a fundraiser for their ministry, so swing by and support them. Next week, of course, is Thanksgiving, which means we're starting a new liturgical year, so Happy New Year. We have our third CYC board meeting of the year, which will be December 6th through the 8th in Deer Lodge. And then quickly after that, January 1st through the 5th, we're headed to Salt Lake City for the SEEK conference. We got our ski retreat in Whitefish on January 24th through the 25th, followed by the Awakening retreat, January 31st through February 2nd. So it's a pretty busy winter for us. We have our CYC Convention Eucharistic Congress, which is going to be quickly up after that in March. And I wanted to mention that this year we're putting out a call for presentations for the breakout sessions. Usually it's our team who just kind of does some personal invitations to people who we think could host a great breakout session. However, this year we wanted to invite others to make suggestions and propose presentations. So Brian Barrett put together a simple form where people can submit a presentation proposal. And just to clarify, it's not a suggestion box where you can just submit topics that you'd like to hear about. What we're looking for is for people who want to do a presentation to submit a title and a description of the talk that they would like to do. Then Brian and the rest of the team will review all those submissions in January and we'll make out the lineup. So if you think you've got something to share and that you could that would fit well into the context of Congress and Convention, by all means, please submit a proposal. You can contact Brian for details or reach out to me and I'll get you connected. That's it for this week. As always, please pray for me, pray for our bishop, and we'll all pray for our young people. God bless.